Hello everybody, welcome back to the XsivGaming channel. I'm of course the XsivPlayer. Today we are up to episode number 52 of our survival roleplay series here on Farming Simulator 19. Before we get started, if you could of course quickly drop us a like on today's video, it would be very much appreciated. And of course if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So today, episode number 52, what are we doing? Well yeah, we are here back here once again at of course Grizzly Mountain. And yeah, we've got the various tree stumps all dug out. We've been doing a lot of logging. Got 3 huge piles of trees that are ready to load up, I believe. But we are of course waiting on Ben Williamson to give us the results of the investigation. Oh, actually there he is now, look. Just seen him now. Let's go and have a quick chat with Ben, see what he makes of all this investigation thing, this tree that's been falling down, etc. And yeah, we'll see what he says. Excessive. I have been to the cabin and cannot see any problems. All you have is some logs, and to be honest, it's a logging area. What do you expect? Now please, instead of standing around talking, can you get on with the logging? I think this might need a little bit more investigating. Don't you think it's a bit of a problem? If you think it's a problem, you can go home now. However, if you want paying, you will get the logging done and ready for tomorrow. Lorries need loading tomorrow and it's got your name on it, with bonus if you can get them all filled. So crack on, Excessive. Okay, so yeah, that concludes that one. So as it stands, as you've just heard there, we should be cutting trees down. We shouldn't be standing around talking. So we're going to just go and cut some more trees down. I'm not sure if we can put too much effort into this one now, to be honest, but yeah, as it stands, there's a tree stump there we didn't cut out, look. As it stands, Ben has done his investigation. Can't see any problems for us or anybody else. So yeah, he said hang around today, do the logging work today, and sleep the night, and then he'll have a loading job for us tomorrow where we can sell the wood, and then obviously we can get packed up, etc. So today we are going to jump back into the Scorpion King, as you can see in front of us here, and we are going to chop down some more trees. We do need to be careful though, because we've got the stump grinder here, the New Holland C232, and we've also got our pickup that we've parked up over there. So yeah, let's as I say, jump on in and we will make a start today. Get all this started up, get that turned on, and I think what we're going to do with this one now is actually cut some smaller logs this time, I think. Let's change that cut length to yeah, 3 meters should be fine. Should be able to pick those up each time, although they do look a bit a bit chunky and heavy to try and lift up. I think what we're going to do is just chop a load of logs, and we'll be able to get them loaded up in of course tomorrow's episode. I'm not messing about with trying to stack them all up neat. I think it's a case of the heart is just not in it today, after being told that we are basically imagining things. But we still like to do our job as best as we can. Just gets quite angry when you see these things happening and nobody can be bothered to do anything about it. But there we go. I think that's the moaning and groaning done. Let's crack on. So we are chopping these logs today. Yeah, as we've said before, it's always nice just to chop the trees down. You can clearly see the land visually being cleared. So it might actually be a bit too long to try and lift up, but be fine for the time being. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing with this land, but for us, all we are doing is just clearing these trees, as I say. Not sure if they're planning on building on this land or replanting at some point. Again, they've got all them stumps to get out. Like a big heavy old tree, this one. I think it might be an idea to actually get some sort of flatbed for this to load up. That way you could, as I say, just chuck the logs in. As you can hear, it is a very noisy machine. Still not as noisy as the stump grinder that we was using. It is a definite noisy machine, that one is. May have picked up all that lag that we just had there. Big lag spike. It's because the tree actually fell over near them logs. It's like all the different textures, etc., trying to load in at the same time, and it just confuses it. As we say, we get this job done. So try to still impress. We will obviously want a good sum of money from this. We've been promised that it's considerably much better pay than what we're used to anyway, so I think we will get quite a fair rate. We obviously don't want to be doing too much in the area. Obviously we need to get back to our farm as well, check on bits and pieces there. Now, of course, obviously approaching Christmas. So, what we got left? Actually, quite well done that is. So let's turn that off for a minute. I'm going to jump on out and just sort of assess the situation, climb up on these logs. And so chopped a few trees down there, as you can see. Still plenty of big trees in the area to do, so yeah, might as well crack on. Get that started back up. We did also speak to Ben regarding the weeds that are on this land. Would it be possible to get some sort of sprayer to spray the weeds and clear the area up a bit, make it easier for us? And he explained that these are not normal weeds, they are some form of thistle type weed that your standard herbicide just does not get rid of. So the answer to the question was no, we can't. But never mind. We will, of course, just crack on with this and do our job as we're supposed to. Chop those trees down, logging them all up. Again, it is one of those very repetitive jobs that we need to do. As we said, this is where the money's being made, so we've got to get it done. And swing that round. I don't think we're going to be able to. Have to spin it there. Go. And swinging that cutter around. Wouldn't want to do too much with that, but as I say, we are getting there. You may be able to hear it in my voice. I'm really not feeling particularly well at the moment. And obviously that time of year where you've got all the flus etc. around. Always happens right before Christmas. Again, hopefully we can get back up and running very soon so that we can spend time with the kids. We can't cut that tree down, it's a different type of tree. That's that tree's falling now. Did that seriously just say too thick? Is that just me imagining it? Wow, that's a big old tree that one is. That is definitely a big tree. There's certainly some big trees in this area. Still not seen any of the other teams around doing any work. Just seems to be us here at the moment. There is all that equipment. Just see Ben Williamson just through there, sitting in his truck still, obviously watching us what we're up to, watching how we do the job. As I get this all logged up. And we'll, I should think, call it a day. It is of course lunchtime already. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, you obviously didn't do a too thorough investigation in this incident. As I said, it was only this morning that we obviously reported the incident where that tree had come down onto our cabin where we'd be staying last night. So yeah, he's couldn't have really done too much. He says it's nothing to worry about. And that we should be chopping trees down, so that's what we are of course doing. As I said, trying to earn our money so that we get paid. It's a case of you get paid for what you actually sort of chop down, if that makes sense. Sort of like the quota. tipping ourselves forward a bit there. There's obviously a fair bit of weight in this tree as well. Let's say we'll get this job done today. Obviously do any selling tomorrow, loading up, etc. And then I think once we've got paid, in theory tomorrow, we can of course head back home. Hopefully it's not going to fall on his truck. No, that's okay. As I say, they're pretty hefty trees around here. Obviously been growing for a number of years. Question is, does this tree here count as within the area? I do hope so. So again, I'm not really sure how we're going to do the loading tomorrow, whether it's just going to be a wheeled loader or straight into a trailer or picking them up by hand. It'll be quite strenuous and time consuming doing them all by hand, but it can of course be done. Again, we are, as I say, it's a very repetitive job to do. Obviously, if you don't like logging, it's certainly not the job for you. It does change up some of the farming experiences, of course. Doing the logging saves us constantly digging fields, as they say. Yeah, we are of course looking at the record time. We don't want to be chopping too many down and making too long an episode. So I think we are going to call it a day very soon. In fact, as I say, it is 12:30. We could say it's lunchtime. We obviously want to take a break. Stuck to the wheel there. There certainly is a good number of trees in this area though. If you think that this whole area up here, the mountain range, etc., it's all covered in trees. But there we go, there's another one done. So, well, we've got a couple more here to do. Loads here to do, to be honest, but there we go, you get the idea. Let's back up a bit there. Okay, so another big heavy tree. You can feel the weight pulling this around. There's plenty of it. There we go. Oh, here's Ben's quick chat. Okay, Excessive, that should be enough for today. Chop a couple more trees and then call it a day. Have an afternoon to yourself and be in the office for 7:30 AM tomorrow. Thanks for your help. Okay, so yeah, Ben says just do another couple of trees and then we can actually head home. Make sure we're settled in for the night. He's obviously happy with our quota, so yeah, settle in for the night. He said go and have an afternoon to yourself rather than doing lunch. Lots of tree stumps here that are going to need clearing up. But yeah, as I say, he said a few more trees and call it a day. And to be honest, I think we could do with it actually. As I say, I'm not really feeling too good, to be honest. Seem to be suffering a little bit today. You can probably hear it in my voice anyway. Different to normal, of course. Not sure if it's a flu bug that's going around or if it's the stresses of Christmas, as they say. Especially when you've got children. Making sure you've got everything done for the big day. But yeah, I think that'll do us then. So shuttle that off, jump on out. And there we go. As I say, we've got a fair few number of logs kicking around. Got quite a bit done. So yeah, we'll jump back into the pickup then. And we shall head off excuse me, head off home and see what's happening. Start it up. Head back out to the road and yeah. Job done for the day. So as I said, or as Ben said, we can head on back home, or I say home, back to the cabin. Make sure it's all settled out. Make sure nothing else has gone on since we've been away. And then we'll be nice and fresh, ready for tomorrow, of course. So, yeah, park up here, shut off there, and there we go. So yeah, it looks like nothing else has happened since. So the tree logs are still here. How he said that wasn't actually cut down. As I said, it stumps here somewhere. There we go. Look, there's the stump. You can visually see the tree has been cut. See the slope on one side. Get that straight line across where the chainsaw would have gone in, and then that's where the tree tends to break and goes to one side. So it's 100% it's been cut, and even that slope, look, is pointing right towards that house. So how he says that couldn't possibly have been cut down. He finds nothing amiss, so never mind. So we're going to leave it there for today. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember of course to drop us a like on the video itself. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new, and if of course you could share today's video with family and friends or anybody else you think may enjoy, it would also be very much appreciated. But like I say, that is going to be it for today. We're going to head off in, and we shall of course see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.